Hey folks, this is Gabe at Security and sometimes you want to take your smart home outside. So today we're going to review the iHome Outdoor Smart Plug. In today's review of the iHome iSP100 Outdoor Smart Plug, we're going to dive into its design, feature set, setup process before delving into its mobile application, iHome Control, to make sure we provide you with all the information you need to make the right decision. If you want to see a list of our favorite smart plugs, Google Security Baron Best Smart Plugs. If you have a question about today's review, leave us a comment and I'll get back to you. Let's kick off today's review of the iHome Outdoor Smart Plug talking about its design. Well, the first thing you'll note is it comes in a pretty sleek black aesthetic. It's a pretty hard plastic and you've got a 6-inch cord. Now, one thing I want to mention beyond the cord is that it has this mounting tab to help you kind of keep everything organized when you're putting this outside, because it is water resistant, and that's basically the main draw for this outdoor plug. Now, it does have your home code, so you can set this up with your mobile device. Here, you'll note there is a button. This is what you will hit to initially set it up and to reset your system. And there are two icons, the plug and the Wi-Fi icon, which will light up to let you know that they're working respectively. There's a bit of a cover, so your actual input to this plug is recessed, probably due to keeping it nice and watertight. And overall, that's your design for the iHome Outdoor Smart Plug. Now that we've gone over the design of the iHome Outdoor Smart Plug, let's talk about its feature set. Now, the main thing with an outdoor smart plug is that you can control things that are outdoors remotely. You know, it is water resistant, and that really allows you to just turn things on and off no matter where they are. You can set up schedules, so if you know a time in which you want your outdoor lights to go on, for example, you can have that on a timer on the day and know exactly what's happening. You can even go a step beyond that and set up scenes where you have multiple iHome smart plugs, be they outdoor or indoor, working in conjunction to create a scene. On top of all of that, you actually can integrate this particular smart plug with various smart platforms. So if you want to be using Amazon Alexa or Apple HomeKit or a host of other smart platforms, you'll be able to do so just using your voice to control this particular smart plug. So overall, it's a pretty significant feature set coming from the iHome Outdoor Smart Plug. Whoa, hold on a second. I hope you're enjoying today's review of the iHome Outdoor Smart Plug, but if you want to be kept up to date on the newest in smart bulbs, smart plugs, and smart home security, subscribe to our channel. We're dropping new hot content weekly. All right, let's get back to the video. Let's talk about the setup process with your iHome Outdoor Smart Plug. Now, generally it's pretty straightforward, but you may run into a few wrinkles, so I just want to discuss the process. Now, you want to have the mobile application, iHome Control, downloaded and open on your phone. Then you'll plug in the iHome Outdoor Smart Plug, and once that's in, you should have this Wi-Fi signal blink green. Now, if it's not, that's okay, because you probably need to just go ahead and reset with the button here and hold it for about 12 seconds. Then you should get that blinking green. Now, once that's going, you're gonna take out that mobile app, go to add device, and scan or type in the numbers found here. And these numbers are also found in your instructional booklet. Now, from there, you will just make sure you stay on that screen until it actually syncs. That's one of the wrinkles that I ran into, is that it would oftentimes fail to sync because I let the screen go to sleep or I went to a different application. I just needed to make sure that that process actually completed. And once that happened, it was very easy to go ahead and set up the Wi-Fi and begin using the outdoor smart plug. That's just something to keep in mind when setting up your outdoor smart plug. I actually had it fail a couple of times before I finally got it to sync, but overall it probably took me only about 10 minutes. So that was my installation experience with the iHome Outdoor Smart Plug. Now that we've got this thing installed, let's talk about the mobile application experience, iHome Control, with your iHome Outdoor Smart Plug. Now, this is where you're gonna be doing a lot of the interfacing and initial setup of your outdoor plug. So what is it like? Well, there's a 2.3 out of 5-star rating in the Google Play Store and just a 2.7 out of 5-star rating in the Apple App Store. Now, most people complain about connectivity issues, which honestly is something we experienced in our initial setup. So let's go ahead and check it out on my iPhone 10. Here I am checking out the iHome Control mobile application for my iHome Outdoor Smart Plug. Now, I've called the room that this is in afuera, which just means outside, and it's an outdoor power strip because I'm not too creative when it comes up to coming with names for the strip itself. So let's go ahead and just check out its primary functionality, being able to control this thing remotely. So if I tap on the icon, I get light. Now that's pretty bright, so let's go ahead and turn that down. And now I can turn it off simply by tapping. But that's not where your power ends, pun intended. You can actually add rules. So if you look to the third to the right, you can hit rules, and I've already have a few included here for schedules. So I have Christmas lights, which basically turns on lights outdoors every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 7 to 9. And I can turn those off to make sure that they're always off so as not to keep my neighbors awake. But let's go ahead and create a new outdoor rule. So if I wanted to, I could have them come on even Tuesdays and Thursdays. So let's say Tuesday and Thursday, Christmas lights come on a little bit later. So schedule, control a plug, schedule, add device, hit outdoor power strip, and this will just work now to turn this on every Tuesday at 8 and ends next day at, no, let's just say never ends. So there we go, create the rule, and there we go. Now every Tuesday and Thursday and Friday from 8 p.m., these lights will be on. And I can, of course, turn any of these on and off whenever I'd like by simply tapping on them. So I tap here, now that's not on. If I want to tap here, now that's not on. But I even have more utility I can get out of this application by creating a scene. Now I have scenes called Homebody and Music Plays, and this is how you work in conjunction with other iHome smart plugs. So I want to add a scene, and let's just call it Fiesta, and I hit add device. I can hit iHome Light, outdoor power strip. Now I've added a couple of scenes. And then you can, of course, decide what your scenes do. Turning on lights, turning off lights. Okay, so that's me checking out some of the elements of what you can do in the iHome Control mobile application. Let's talk about smart platform integration with your iHome Outdoor Smart Plug. Now, right off the bat, I do want to note that it does have integration with a host of platforms, but for us, Google Assistant was not one of them. We kept getting a 404 page, and we just ran into that in a way that we've never run into it before with any other device. So we didn't get Google Assistant to work in our experience, but we did get Amazon Alexa and Apple HomeKit to work really well. So let's go ahead and see it in action. So Alexa, turn on outdoor power strip. Voila, let there be light. Now, if I want to turn it off, I can just go directly into Siri and ask for it. So I can say, turn off outdoor power strip.
Okay, the outdoor power strip is off.
And I even get a little voice confirmation of that going down. So overall, it's pretty fun to go ahead and integrate your iHome Outdoor Smart Plug with the various smart platforms out there. All right, we've spoken at length on the iHome Outdoor Smart Plug, but you want to know, is it the right one for you and your family? Well, I'll say this, if you're someone who just wants broad functionality in a smart plug that you can put outdoors, then this may be right for you. You can set up scenes, control an appliance remotely that's outdoors, set up a schedule, even integrate with Amazon and Apple HomeKit. Now, we do wish that the app was a little bit more intuitive, just a little more aesthetically pleasing, and just generally didn't have the connectivity issues that we suffered to some extent, but other people seem to have even more so out there on the internet. So yes, it's adequate. It'll serve as an outdoor smart plug, but considering it's $39.99, we hope that there are other smart plugs really pushing up against it in terms of competition, and you might want to check those out as well. So that concludes our review of the iHome Outdoor Smart Plug. If you appreciated today's video, give us a like and hit that subscribe button. As always, this is Gabe with Security Baron. Be secure.